Hey, I'm Kevin, and this is my final review of the Under Armour Curry 6. I did only wear them twice, both indoors, but I wanted to get a review out before January 4th when the Fox Beater colorway released. So before starting, I want to note that I haven't worn all the past Curry models, only the 2 and the 4, and the original clutch fit drives, if you want to consider that a Curry model. So I will be making comparisons to those two, mainly the 4, which was more recent. I really wish that I had tried all the past Curry models so I could make a more accurate assessment and a better comparison. So I do apologize in advance for that. And without wasting any more time, let's start the review. So first up, the traction. In my first look video, I said there was a thin film coating on the outsole that I thought would collect a lot of dust and need some braking time. However, on my first wear, which was on a fairly well kept court with little dust, I was sticking like glue. So I'm a typical shooting swingman that likes to move around a lot, and traction is really important for me. And these are as good as, if not better than, most of the models that I've worn. Now on my second wear on a pretty dusty court, these did collect a good amount of dust, but it wasn't to the point where I was slipping or sliding, and I just needed to wipe a little bit, and it was kind of like I didn't feel as confident in my movements as I did on the first day. So if you're playing on a court that is not very dusty and is well managed, then you should experience some of the best traction. I haven't tried every basketball shoe ever to accurately make that assessment, but I think I've tried a decent amount to say that these have some beastly traction. Now, on dusty courts, that is obviously not the case, but with a few wipes here and then you should be good to go. Now, I haven't tried them outdoors, and I don't plan to, but I would expect the dust to be a similar issue as indoors. The traction, I would rate this a 9 out of 10. Let's move up to the cushion. So anybody who's looked up the Curry or seen my first look video or any Curry 6 related video for that matter will know that these feature full-length hover cushion, which is different from past Curry models which use the charge cushion. So the cushion in the Curry line, for me at least, has been very minimum. So the Curry 2s, while they do offer some firm cushion, it wasn't necessarily that bad for me, and I did feel that it did provide some impact protection and bounce. And the Curry 4s, which I don't even know if you could call it cushion, essentially had no cushion, and the shock of landing passed right through the midsole into my feet. So on the Curry 6, the hover cushion is still somewhat firm, but probably the best of the 3 that I've tried. I did feel that the heel is a little bit more cushiony than the forefoot, but the forefoot still does have decent cushion, and it doesn't sacrifice court feel, which would be important to players like Stephen Curry. As a whole, this is nowhere near the cushion of something like Boost or Zoom Air, but it is just enough to provide bounce and protection, which coming from a Curry model is definitely a plus. So cushion, I would rate this at 7 out of 10. Now support. Dating back to the 2, I really felt that the high top setup really supported my ankle, and I felt a little more safe than I did in low tops. Now the 4s, even though it looks like a high top, the ankle collar is a flimsy, stretchy material, which offer almost no support, and there is no heel counter. The Curry 6, to summarize before I get into the details, has some surprisingly good support. So even though there is a heel counter and some cushion around the Achilles, I did feel some heel slip at first, but when I started playing, it didn't really bother me at all. And since this is a low top, there isn't really much support around the ankle. However, the heel counter does its job of keeping the foot on the shoe, and I didn't feel any instability in my ankle area. Also, the outrigger and the full-length TPU plate helps with stability and support on lateral movements. So support, I would rate a 9 out of 10. The fit on the Curry 6, I think, is still true to size, as I said in my first impression video. The little heel slip that I felt at the beginning kind of made me think maybe down half a size, but heel slip during play was a non-issue, and I did feel a little tiny bit of pain around the arch area here, once or twice during my two wears, so going down half a size may not be the best option. And lengthwise, my toe was almost at the tip of the shoe here, so I think true to size is still good for me. But as always, I think anybody looking to buy should definitely try them on first. So fit, I would rate an 8 out of 10. The material on the upper is mostly knit, with some synthetic leather looking like fuse material on the tip of the toe box and around the lace loops. I have no problem with the materials whatsoever. The knit makes it light and comfortable. So materials, I would rate a 10 out of 10. Finally, I love how this shoe looks, but mostly because of the colorway. When the Fox Theater colorway images first surfaced, I really wasn't feeling it, but this Christmas colorway looks really nice. The one problem is that when I do play in them, I have to keep worrying about other people stepping on them. Now, if these came out in a nice pink colorway, then I would definitely cop another pair. So looks, I would go a 10 out of 10. So overall, the Under Armour Curry 6 is a great basketball shoe in my opinion. It might not suit everyone's needs though. If you're looking for a low profile, light basketball shoe with good traction and a decent mixture of cushion and court feel, then I would most definitely recommend these. So that's the end of my review on the Under Armour Curry 6. I think I'll be getting up another video sometime next week. To preview, it will be a comparison video of the Nike KD trade backpack that I use. That was a version 1, and there's a version 2 that's out right now. So if you're looking for a basketball backpack and you want to know more, I hope you will come back next week for that. And if you enjoyed this review, likes will be appreciated, and I'll try to get up more basketball related content in the future. Thanks for watching.